Tigress? Roman Tigress? What about you? Who's your favorite? Bo? What about you? Who's your favorite? Just being quiet. Don't like being put on the spot. That's okay. All right, we need a couple more folders over here. Okay, who wants to do some drawing? Awesome. Woo! Yeah, see? We got an enthusiastic group. Good. So yeah, you know what? You're gonna start. You're gonna start this, okay. Now, my name is Jeff. I am an artist here at the Jade Palace. I am an apprentice under Master Feng. Does anybody know who that is? No. A lot of people don't. It's easy to miss him. He moves very fast. Most of the time you see him, he will be blurred. Okay? He is the little pig guy that draws everybody's portraits. You see here, when we do pictures, we don't do snapshots, there's no flash. We actually have an artist run up and draw your portrait right there on the spot, and that's how we do it here in the Jade Palace. So I'm going to teach you guys how to draw people, like we draw people, okay? I've drawn all the members of the Furious Five and Poe many, many times, and so I'm going to teach you guys how to do that today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start drawing, and I'm going to use a couple visual aids. If you'll notice, all of you guys have pencils. There's a reason for that. It's because you can shade darker and lighter. You can't do that with a pen or marker. It's just a line. So what I'm going to do to show you guys how to do this, you see this red pencil? I'm going to use this to represent all the very light lines. And when I say light, I want you to draw just light enough so that you can only see. This isn't necessarily part of the picture, it's just part of how you make the picture. It's a guideline. Yeah, okay, now, all right, here we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to break everything down with shapes. Shapes that basically allow you to know how much space everything is going to take. So before you start drawing the picture, you already know where everything's going to go. You already know it fits. And so you can draw with less stress knowing that it's all going to go in where it's supposed to go in. Now, this session we're actually going to be drawing Crane. I know nobody said him, but he's still an awesome guy and you guys should enjoy drawing him. So, what I'm going to do, and Crane is also one of the easier characters to draw, which will help you out a whole lot. You're going to start off with just a circle. And actually, you know what? I'm going to draw this circle over here and give him a little space because his beak is very big. And then he's got a long neck. So you start off, it just looks like a balloon floating, right? Now, can everybody see that? Did I draw that dark enough?
You want to do it like this?
Now remember, when you guys draw this, very, very lightly, as light as you can on the paper. You just want to be able to see it, and that's all you want to be able to do. I'm drawing darker so that you guys can see from where you're sitting. Now, when you draw a face, you have two lines that are very important that allow you to know which way that the person is looking. One is vertical. You know what vertical means? Straight up and down. Right? The other is horizontal, which side to side, correct. So, he's looking this way, so it's not going to be straight down the middle, it's going to be curved just a little bit. So that you know he's looking that way. If I was drawing a person's face, their nose would be right here, you know, and then you know to put the eyes on either side of it. And the way you know where to put the eyes is a horizontal line that goes across. Okay, now, for the purposes of this is all we really need to do lightly. So now I'm going to put this away, and now you can actually start drawing a little bit darker. This is the part where the picture actually begins. All of this is just a guideline so you can see where things fit. Now the first thing you're going to do is, remember how you have this horizontal line? That's where you're going to start the eyes. I almost always start the eyes when I draw a picture. That's where I begin, because that's the first thing people look at when they look at a face. The eyes are the window to the soul, they say. So, what we're going to start off with is a big M. Kind of like a place you might have gone to eat that I shouldn't be mentioning. You should be eating over there, because the bow is fantastic. It's my favorite thing. So, big arching round M. And then, underneath it, you can start right in that middle line, slight curve, can go straight, but if you have it just arch up just a little bit where it connects, just a little bit. All right, and now we're going to draw in the eyeballs. Now, what I'm actually going to teach you guys how to do, this is a little bit of an advanced move, but it makes it a lot better. When you can see the light in somebody's eyes, they look a little bit more alive, a little bit more friendly. For example, if you were going to draw a bad guy, a scary guy, you just fill in the pupils in black. But this is what we're going to do because Crane he's a hero, so you want to be able to do this. We're going to draw a circle, and before we fill in that pupil, we're going to draw another circle inside of it. And we're going to fill in everything but the little circle inside it. Now, underneath this eye, you're going to put a smiley face. And the smiley face, like I said, right on that horizon line, it's going to end there, but just outside of his eye. See that? And then on the other, it's going to connect right at that middle line, and it's just going to go down. Okay. Now, on the top of his eyes, his eyebrows are very swooshy. Okay? Very feathery. These lines end up a little thicker, but then they kind of swoop out because he's a bird, so you know, feathers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get to his beak. Now his beak is very long. So the first line, you see how this circle is right here? You follow it down just a little bit past that line. And then when you get down here, we're actually going to start drawing it. So you got that, and then you just go out. Very long beak. And when you bring it back, you can bring it up about to the bottom of the bag under his left eye, I would say. You're going to bring it up about that high.
Yes, good job.
Has everybody got that? Everybody still following? Okay, now that bag under him on the left, under the left eye, circle around where the beak is. See? Circle around that. And once you circle around, you can bring that all the way down to the other part of the beak, but the bottom of the beak isn't as long as the top of the beak, so you want to stop it a little short. Cut that off. And now he has, his beak is kind of mouth and nose, so on the beak, over one of these lines, just have a little line going across, a little circle, so you can breathe. Okay, now you want to start in with the neck. So I like to come down straight and then curve out. And then the other side, I go straight down. And see how you had the little string that follows the balloon? You can kind of use that as a guideline. These little jagged lines, little feathers right there, and you know to go about that far. Now, see where the how the circle is still there as a guideline over the eyebrows? I bring that down over there. Bring that down over there. And then you can start drawing his hat. And that's just a whole bunch of circles until you've decided the hat is big enough. And once you decide the hat is big enough, the outside line, make that the thickest one. you got Crane. Crane's probably the easiest one to draw and one of the funnest. Now, the most important part of every artist picture, what do you do when you get done? You sign it, that's right. So lower bottom, right-hand corner. Sometimes people sign at other places. But that's a standard place to sign. Now, since he's so simple and it didn't take that long to draw, I'm going to add a few more things to him. He should be standing somewhere. He shouldn't just be nowhere. I mean, right now it looks like he's in Michigan. Just nothing but snow. Yeah, we can add some trees. Okay. We got some hills. Maybe a few leaves on those trees. What else could be back here? Maybe some mountains? Maybe a little water. Stream. Some other birds. Maybe some friends of Crane flying by. There you go, now you got a little more to it. So I tell you what, you seem to be the most enthusiastic, so I'm going to give it to you. Alright, and that concludes the class. You guys have a couple options. You guys can keep your pictures. The pencils are also yours. Or what some people like to do is they like to display them on the wall for everybody to see during the course of the day so that everybody else can enjoy your artwork as well. You can do either one, perfectly fine with it. But you do have to leave the red folders here. Those are Master Feng's and he gets really protective of his stuff.